Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, another Tuskegee Airman has gone west. ANN is headed for the annual Aircraft Electronics Association International Convention, and an uncommon military pilot gets a civilian job. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm Ashley Hale. Another of the storied Tuskegee Airmen has gone west. John Leahr, a native of Cincinnati, Ohio, passed away on Friday, March 27th at the age of 94. Leahr had been one of the famed group of black pilots that flew fighter escorts for bomber missions during World War II. He belonged to the 332nd Fighter Group, the Tuskegee Airmen, and flew bomber escort sorties in Europe. After returning from the war, Leahr met up with Herb Hellebrun, another Cincinnati native who had flown during the war. Hellebrun was white and had flown one of the bombers that Leahr had helped protect. They later discovered that they had attended the same elementary school and had stood side by side in a 1929 class photo. The two became friends, and a book titled Black and White Airmen, Their True Story, was published about their experience during the war. In our world of aviation, the annual Aircraft Electronics Association International Convention is the premier trade show to see what's going on and what's available in the world of aviation electronics. On April 8th through the 11th, ANN will be there to cover the AEA convention from top to bottom, from beginning to end. We'll provide daily reports on the Aero-News Network website and broadcast video reports on our daily Airborne Unlimited videocast. We start things off on Wednesday, April 8th at 9:30 in the morning Eastern Time with the exciting and fast-paced live Aero-TV coverage of the AEA new product introductions. On Thursday, April 9th, detailed live coverage of the most fascinating new products, programs, and people starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time. On Friday, April 10th, we expand coverage of products, programs, and people starting at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Time. The Thursday and Friday live broadcasts are 3-hour sessions, possibly longer, that will offer expert insight and commentary on numerous areas of importance. These include the approaching 2020 ADS-B mandate, the Next-Gen GA Fund, the best of the 2015 new product introductions, a closer look at the top products we saw, regulatory updates, the UAV situation, and much more. If you can't make it to the convention, please join us on Aero-TV. After the break, Prince William's resume was accepted.
Since the early days of powered flight, pilots have struggled with landing in crosswinds. In fact, crosswinds and wind gusts cause more landing accidents than fog, thunderstorms, and icing combined. That's where the Redbird X-Wind SE comes in. By placing pilots in gusty crosswind conditions for extended periods of time, the X-Wind SE gives instructors all the time they need to teach the pilot the proper techniques for landing in crosswind conditions. For more information on Redbird X-Wind SE and Redbird's entire line of flight training devices, visit www.redbirdflightsimulations.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro standby instrument. TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, send an email to news-spy@aero-news.net. Applying military flight experience to attain a civilian flying job after being released from the service is not uncommon. However, in this situation, this event is not quite so common. It's not as if he needs the job, but England's Prince William has started his new position as a helicopter pilot for Bond Air Services in the UK. In a statement released last week, Kensington Palace said, quote, "The Duke of Cambridge has today started work as an employee of Bond Air Services. Over the coming months, he will undertake job-specific training before he begins piloting missions for East Anglia Air Ambulance during the summer." The royal family said in August that this job will be the Duke's primary occupation, but his roster will take into account the duties and responsibilities he will continue to undertake on behalf of the Queen, both in the United Kingdom and overseas. Each week we share with you an online video one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week. Performing free-fall maneuvers while skydiving has inherent limits, such as the ground, but indoor free flying removes the limit. If you're not familiar with free flying, this video will be an eye-opener. Search Dynamic Free Fly on YouTube. After these messages, a portable GPS in a simulator can make it look real.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we've summarized some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Pad. Elite Simulation Solutions offers GPS interface cables to connect a flight simulator to a Garmin 696 and 796 handheld GPS unit. This allows it to show live georeference position reporting of your flight simulator's position. The Mexican Navy has become the launch customer of the latest version of the Airbus C-295 medium transport aircraft, designated the C-295W, equipped with winglets. The winglets provide a longer range and improved load-carrying capability. NATA will honor former TSA Administrator John S. Pistole with the 2015 William A. Bill Ong Memorial Award. Pistole will be recognized for extraordinary achievement and extended meritorious service to the general aviation industry. Last month, the Candy Rocket Project Committee, organized by Japanese confectionery maker UHA Mikakudo Company and aerospace experts, launched a hybrid rocket using candies for fuel. The launch was successfully conducted twice. The highest altitude reached was 813 feet. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's move on to the rest of the news. Angel Flight West has announced the recipients of the 2015 Endeavor Awards presented each year to pilots who volunteer with the organization. The award recipients are John Billings with Angel Flight Mid-Atlantic, Richard Durden with Lighthawk, and Stephen Perello of Angel Flight Southeast. Each organization represented by the award recipients will receive a $15,000 contribution from the Endeavor Awards ceremony and gala on May 30th. Mark Walper, chair of Endeavor Awards, said, quote, "We're fortunate in this country to have so many dedicated volunteer pilots who provide thousands of free flights every day to serve people and communities. The Endeavor Awards were created to honor volunteer pilots and provide support to the nonprofit organizations that arrange their flights. The Endeavor Awards ceremony and gala will be held on May 30th in Los Angeles. This is just a reminder that Airborne Unlimited's broadcast schedule will change for the last half of this week. The regular Airborne Unlimited broadcast will modify its usual daily schedule starting Wednesday, April 8th through Friday, April 10th, to bring you something really exciting. As usual, the Airborne Unlimited crew will be working their tails off, bringing you live video reports and live video podcasts during those days. But this time it'll be from the AEA International Convention in Dallas, Texas. We'll be back with our regularly scheduled Airborne Unlimited broadcast on Monday, April 13th. In the meantime, remember to get comprehensive real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at Aero-News.net. Please join us in a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news. I'm Ashley Hale. Thanks for watching.